Welcome in, everybody, to the South Park Phone Destroyer Weekly Update for week number 13. My name is Glanzer, and I am your host. We do this every week here at Glanzer, twitch.tv/Glanzer, or Glanzer Gaming if you're on YouTube. We go through the Team Wars games from last week, we go through the deck choices for next week, and we also take a look at the dev update to see what's going on as far as balance updates, events, changes, etc., etc. So we're going to jump right into it. I appreciate you all being here. We've been playing South Park for 2 hours already, and we're going to get started with last week. Last week we had, it was a repeat event, but I do feel like there were some different choices because of how some cards have either changed or how the levels might have changed. You know, like before, maybe Goth Kids didn't get picked because nobody had them leveled. Now maybe Goth Kids did get picked because more people had them leveled. So you never know. You never know. Peace out, Jimmy. You actually have to go to work? Crazy. But we're going to start. We got infamous Dr. Ew from Chef's Elite. We're going to watch about 5 or so games from this week. If you want to catch all of the games, you can check them out on YouTube. There will be a link on the YouTube video up in the corner if you're watching. Otherwise, if you're watching live, the videos actually aren't online yet. Stopping the scout there with the visitors is pretty good play. He doesn't one-shot him. He might one-shot him if it's a 7 or a max 6. All right, watch this right here. This works out really well. So he plays all in ways that don't impact the that don't really impact the mosquito swarm, and you can see the mosquito swarm just eats up. Well, you'll see it here. The mosquito swarm. Oh no, it's a different time. It must have been a different game. There's a different game where in that same corner, mosquito is getting boosted by Garrison and just heals the mosquito forever. It's just the craziest thing. And I'm not sure the mosquito, does the mosquito heal based on a percentage of its health? Like if you boost the mosquito, because it seemed like he was getting boosted like crazy. All right, we got level 4 Jimbo on this account though. A little bit of a disadvantage versus the level 5 Grand Wizard. We do have level 5 Grand Wizard on this account, so that's good. Although the Ned, well, I guess that was actually a pretty decent play. The Ned next to the, I was gonna see if I could freeze the DSR there, but see, I missed it. Ooh, the scout might have been wasted actually. Nope, the Jimbo doesn't get the damage onto the new kid. Ooh, he power binds so that our Grand Wizard can't take him out. This is good. Jimbo actually doesn't kill the rats very quickly, so the rats eat the Jimbo's lunch. Very well played there. The Ned goes down as well, and Garrison fat stacked behind the Grand Wizard. The rats come out. Grand Wizard goes for the rats, but Garrison hits the new kid. The Archangel doesn't really know what to do, getting stuck between going for the rat and going for new kid or something. So that was unfortunate that we couldn't turn more around from that one. The visitors up top, not very committal, so that's good. Level 4. Okay, there goes the Jimbo. So he uses the Garrison on the Jimbo instead of the Grand Wizard that he knows I have. That's very interesting. We're going to deal with this mosquito. If we can keep that visitor alive, that actually helps us. See if we can freeze here. No, that was probably bad. I thought it might be something else. But can the rats come in clutch versus the Grand Wizard? We got 2 of them back there. Oh my God, and the plus 115 from the rats. Just too much for him to handle. The mosquito comes through. Well played. Well played indeed. The DSR to just knock it back. 0XQ. XQE, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Glanzer Gaming Gang. Let's get started with DNG. Definitely not Glanzer. We got Queen Laquifa, love that name, from Empire Awakens. Oh, and I figured out why my South Park alerts aren't working. the thing that I use for those is going, like, they're stopping the service basically. So I have to switch those over to Streamlabs, and then we'll get those back. I think I have all this stuff, like all the GIFs and pictures and everything like that. I think I have all that somewhere, so I can just transfer it, and the like the audio stuff like that. But it won't be too hard. I'll probably figure that out this weekend. Maybe we could do that on the Saturday stream. Could probably do that. All right, so the Ned out with the Grand Wizard Cartman. Don't hate it. Use the ability. See, he used it too early. He didn't get my Ned. It's kind of important to hit that Ned with that. All right, this is going to be good. That does increase the heal on the Grand Wizard. So Grand Wizard getting lots of heal. But now Ned is healing the Sheriff. So that was actually a mistake on my part, because we stopped healing the Grand Wizard. But now we're rolling. If Jimbo gets up front, Ned'll start healing the Grand Wizard. Yeah, that was actually a mistake. But we still have a pretty good push here. The Ned hitting the new kid there. Ned surviving. That's pretty good. Although I feel like... Oh, no. Garrison was getting the boost. Gotcha. All right. Ned still keeping that Jimbo alive. There's not a whole lot of damage coming at the Jimbo right now. And the Ned just doing enough. Nicely done. That Ned is just a brutal combo. We're going to slow play here. We're getting a little bit of damage, but we knew his Grand Wizard was coming. The Dragon Slayer is going to be coming at some point for sure. The Visitors, we don't really want the Visitors to get hit by the Grand Wizard, but I don't think they kill the Grand Wizard. Or they don't get killed by him in one shot, so it's not too bad. I don't hate this. Get those Visitors, do a bunch of damage on them before they die. I like that. Not bad. Use the Grand Wizard. He uses it a little quicker because of that. I like it. Get the Ned out there, who's going to be healing the... I like that Ned doesn't have like a range, right? Ooh, but the Garrison. If Ned had a range, maybe they'll give him a range someday. Because like the fact that I can play him down here and he's still healing the Hunter up here, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go, let's go. Queen Laquifa. And the Scout. Taking out the 5s. Having level 6 Visitors is kind of a big deal, because then Scout doesn't. Lower level Scouts don't kill him in one shot. We got Phantasmatic, Brothers of Pooh. Name I actually recognize. Don't know from where, though. Don't know from whence it came. Phantasmatic. Mosquito was a decent lead. What up, Brizzy Brit? Welcome back. That slow is going to be good. We're going to see if we can get the Rats to take out the Visitors. No, but... How is that Visitor... I don't understand this. They're both attacking. They're both 100%. Oh, it dies. Okay. I was like, why the fuck did they switch targets? The thing died really fast because the Jimbo is boosting it. All right, we got a pretty good push here. He doesn't have Ned supporting the Jimbo. If he would have had Ned supporting the Jimbo, that probably would have been much more trouble than it was. We got a pretty much a slow play here. We don't have a great hand. That Pete up there, though, gonna survive the new kid and then can heal it back up. And Ned decides to stop attacking him. So we're just going to put the Grand Wizard. I maybe didn't have to do that because New Kid does hit him, but I was worried that if New Kid didn't kill him, that he would have just kept healing it and taken the second bar. But we're going to go ahead and equalize it here with the Ned. And the Ned actually getting hit by the Furkle there, which was too bad. Ned would have survived and been able to bust up some shit. But without Pete out there with this push... He's actually not getting that heal, which is actually a pretty big part of keeping Henrietta alive, especially a lower level Henrietta. You really want that Pete out there to get that heal, because if she had plus 96 heal, you know, it's pretty good. But as it stood right now, it wasn't as good. We could probably put Archangel out. Mosquito works too. I probably should have put Archangel out. Slowed them all. Done damage to him from the top. Probably wouldn't have mattered much. Wouldn't have been much different. Except we'd have Archangel running back right now. Ooh, they were trying to... He played the critters, but he didn't play them with the Goths ever. That's where they really good. Alright, pretty bad start, but we probably... Yeah, I could Commander Hat into... You gotta be careful here, because you don't want to, like, Commander Hat through the enemy visitors, because then they'll fuck you up. Alright. Now the Pete will come back. Oh my god. I can't believe he did that. God, dude, he probably would have beat me. He probably would have beat me. Why did you use it? He probably would have beat me. God, what a moron. Look at this scout changing position. Avoiding the Furkle. Taking him out still. What a dummy. Oh, man. And that's exactly why you don't play critters in Team Wars. Because somebody on your team's going to do that fucking shit. He probably would have had me, honestly. FBI, open up! Terrible thing to have on the update. Zoair from Cripple Fight 3. 85-90. Good matchup. Let's see how it goes. The visitors lead. This account doesn't have Grand Wizard 5, but does have Jimbo 5. Yeah, gaming, how you doing, Muddy? Good to see you. Do you still play South Park? We're planning on playing some Fall Guys, I think, tomorrow. You should stop by. See, the Grand Wizard doesn't kill the visitor, so you're honestly better just letting the visitors fuck you up there. Because, like, if I wanted to, I could support the visitor here, and then I just have a visitor busting shit up. But, you know, I'd honestly want him to reset. So I'm going to match the Ned here. We're going to pull this off, because this is going to increase the heal on the Grand Wizard. Look at that heal. Ba-doom. Ba-doom. Very well played. Unfortunate that I played that right into that. I probably didn't need to DSR there, but I just kind of wanted to slow down his damage. All right, this is looking pretty good, actually. The level 4 won't survive as long as it needs to. We're going to deal with these rats pretty easily. And this was just levels pushing through him here. If that Jimbo was a level 5, probably still would have died, honestly. He didn't really play very well. He should have waited till he was more on New Kid's side. He just let me build too big of a push. I didn't have to play even the rats there. I didn't realize that Garrison was going to start hitting New Kid. Nice, Brizzy. Good to hear. I was thinking about upgrading my PC pretty soon, too. This one's a few years old now. So now I'm just like, use the bar. Everything dies pretty much. And then just get ready to reset. Now that could potentially backfire because with the, you know, boosts that cards could have, you could potentially lose 2 bars at once this week. Because if you have like something boosted by the Jimbo, and if the hits land just right. All right, see how the visitors survive. That was a good DSR. Slows down the heal from the net a bit. We're gonna go ahead and freeze this. So there's much less that the Garrison's getting the boost. Beautiful. Beautifully played Freeze Ray. Now we Commander had his Jimbo. And look at that heal on the Jimbo. Plus 139 real quick. Game over. Game over. Well played. Well played. Do I still play? Yeah, we still pop in every once in a while. Probably like once every couple weeks. Definitely not as much as we used to, for sure. Still fun, though. They've been doing a lot of cool stuff and doing... yesterday, or not yesterday, like last week, they had a game mode where it was Hex. It was like the Hex final, but it was 40 people on the Hex at once. and it's just winner take all. Okay, this is it. This is the one. Watch this mosquito. The mosquito just getting healed, not taking any damage. Oh, the mosquito's quicker, I guess. Yeah, so it's just so look at that. The mosquito single-handedly takes out. And then because, I mean, everything was just working out. Like, Jimbo was hitting New Kid. Ned was healing the Jimbo who was getting hit by the DSR, but Jimbo was hitting New Kid the whole time. Like, that was just, everything went our way there. Now we gives Jimbo some extra health so he survives. Garrison's still alive, getting the boost. They took our towels. I was thinking about freeze ray, but I was like, we're gonna take the bar, so we gotta be careful here though. We could definitely lose a 3-bar counter push this week. Now he played Ned kind of out front, which isn't great, but Jimbo is actually quite fast for a tank, so he gets out in front of the Ned. We're just gonna go ahead and get a nice hit on him, then wait for the Vizzies to come back in. Smoke them. We missed one of them, which is too bad, but we wanted to just get rid of them. The Jimbo getting healed, and now the Ned's down, so Jimbo goes down. The extra slow though is nice. The Rat's level 7. That one visitor though, just murdering. But now Ned's gonna get some free heals. Extra 200 health on that Grand Wizard. 300 health, looking pretty good. My mosquito should beat his mosquito. Nicely done. We're gonna wait on the Grand Wizard till we're definitely in New Kid range. Ooh, he gets knocked back. No, doesn't stop him. And we can freeze ray whatever he's got. Nicely done. Nicely done. All right, we got one last game for you guys. These were just some to show some cool interactions and some kind of well-played Garrisons pretty much. That was pretty much the week, you know, getting Garrison on Grand Wizard or Sheriff, depending on the situation. I mean, if you tried to defend with Cartman and they had a decent push and they Garrisoned it, like, you were dead. It's a tough, kind of a tough week. Whereas official, I beat the shit out of everybody I played. It wasn't very fun to watch. So we're not. If you want to watch those, you can check them out on YouTube. We had a really good, I mean, I used Goth Kids, so we beat the shit out of everybody. See the Scout not killing the level 6s. Pretty impactful. Does give me, 4 hits, so extra energy, I suppose, but the Scout still taking some energy, which is nice. The DSR not getting hit by the Grand Wizard there, which is pretty good. Hunter Jimbo probably would have been okay there, but we're just going to wait it out. Don't want to... We can wait for Hunter Jimbo on, like, a supporting the next push kind of thing. Or, defending from his counter push. All right. The mosquitoes are getting hit, which is kind of the worst. Well, I guess it's actually maybe the best case scenario, because the mosquitoes die to the New Kid either way. So if they're the ones taking the hits, then something else might survive New Kid. That if it otherwise was taking the hits, it wouldn't. All right, we get that Grand Wizard an extra 400 health real quick. Nicely done. Garrison getting boosted from the Sheriff. Grand Wizard bringing it in. Ned slightly boosted. Well played. Well played. What's he laughing at? What's he laughing at? All right. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us on the weekly update. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm very close to 1,000 subs. If you aren't subscribed and you're watching live or on YouTube, it would mean the world to me if you checked out the YouTube and subscribed. I'm at 907. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. Bear MVP. Yeah, exactly. It was a lot of fun. All right, let's check out the decks. Go through the deck for last week. Or not last week, this week. Oh, we're missing, hold on. Just need to be separated slightly. All right. There we go. Not bad. All right, let's make this a little bigger. All right, so we have a rainbow week where we have multiple themes. We have sci-fi, we've got superhero, we have fantasy. I think that's it, right? Sci-fi, superhero, fantasy? Looks like it. Well, I guess neutral too, right? So let's go through here. I like to always first look to see what type of removal or spells we might have. You know, if we have mind control, if we have stuff like that. So poison, probably going to be the choice over super fart. So we got to think about the poison. And then freeze ray over lava was probably going to be the choice. So we got to think about those two. All right, let's check this out. Nice. It worked. It worked. Okay. So that was from last week. So first off, Labard versus Tupperware. I would say Labard for potentially yeah, there's just, yeah, I agree, gaming fatigue, but I just don't think they're gonna do anything big like that at this point. I just don't think they possibly have the dev team that it would take to do that. Especially like something like 2v2. I just don't think they have the resources. But yeah, I think Labard's the choice here. Tupperware doesn't really, like Tupperware, he doesn't get poisoned, doesn't get mind controlled, but then he doesn't, at the same token, he doesn't get shielded by your drow. He doesn't get frozen, he doesn't get hit by DSR. Tupperware does actually prevent a lot of stuff, but the problem is, even if Sizzler doesn't freeze Tupperware, Sizzler still kills Tupperware, right? So it's like, it doesn't really matter that much. And even though, you know, Ice Sniper might not be able to kill Tupperware, she still beats the shit out of him. So I think Labard's going to be your choice because Labard's going to get you a lot of potential value from the Gizmo choice or the Pigeon choice if some idiots go Pigeon for some reason. It could potentially help deal with, you know, maybe you hit something with poison that doesn't quite die, you know, like Mintberry Crunch, for instance, poisoning Mintberry Crunch, stuff like that. Hitting it with the Labard will guarantee that it dies. So I think that's a good choice. And another thing with Labard is that, like, sometimes after a new kid bar hits, you know, to reset, you can use Labard. It'll reset people who are almost dead. That should be dead, kind of. So I think I like the Labard. What up, Hillbilly? Now, you all know we're going Freeze Ray because Lava is just not a good choice. Freeze Ray is great, especially if you have the Kevin in there. You know, we got, you know, Kevin would be great. You know, you go Professor Chaos, you got Sizzler, you know, it's good stuff. So yeah, Freeze Ray is definitely the choice. Gizmo versus Chaos. Labard into Poison or Poison into Labard. Technically, it doesn't matter. It doesn't technically matter. But I think technically you would want to Labard first. Because then it lowers the max health, which then the poison can hit. But I think, like this, like it, total damage doesn't change. But it's just like if it would kill them quicker. Like if you Labard and then poison, they'll die faster. Maybe. Than if you poison then Labard. I'm not sure. Gizmo versus Professor Chaos. This is actually kind of a tough choice because Chaos sort of counters Gizmo, as long as you don't fuck it up. Poison kind of counters Gizmo. Mintberry Crunch can counter Gizmo. Sizzler kind of counters Gizmo. Mayor counters Gizmo. Monkey can counter Gizmo, sort of. So unless you get the Drow on the Gizmo, I think Chaos is a better choice because, yeah, Chaos could deal with so much. And that freeze can just be really impactful, especially when you couple that with Sizzler freeze, with Freeze Ray freeze, with maybe Osimo freeze. Yeah, you can really lock people down. So that's definitely the choice. Also, if you hit Mintberry Crunch or somebody like that with the freeze, or sorry, with the poison or the Labard, then Professor Chaos could potentially finish him off. So, and he can reach back a little bit into the backline potentially during a fight mid. So I think Professor Chaos is going to be the choice here. But I would still be vigilant for the Gizmos, because Gizmo's going to be picked for sure. Mayor versus... I think you got to go Mayor because Drow, Stan the Great, Mintberry Crunch is just an impossible combination to deal with. Freeze and Labard, a poison already. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot of value there for sure. So yeah, I like the Chaos. And that stun can be like just enough to maybe stop, Osimo from getting his freeze off. Or, maybe you freeze the DSR before she gets off and you kill, you get hella value there. Just lots of options. But I like the Mayor for sure. Yeah, the Chaos stun, yeah. I like the Mayor for sure. Yeah. Lot of stuff that could potentially be tough to deal with. So, yeah. Mayor for sure. Especially if they have Santa. Yeah. Hamsters versus Monkey. I love the Monkey, but that Hamster's 2 cost is just too good. You can even leave them level 5, if you need to save caps. So, yeah. Hamsters are just too good. They also, they don't get stopped by Stan the Great. They don't get poisoned. Just potentially good value there. They don't get hit by Chaos. Osimo's the choice. Kuhn's not good enough without getting call girled. And the freeze, Osimo freeze plus Kevin plus Sizzler plus whatever. There's a lot of damage mitigation. You have a lot of videos on my YouTube where I'm using the Shield Maiden, Drow, Stan the Great. I mean, without Shield Maiden, the combo is much less deadly because the Shield Maiden is like a big part of what makes that difficult. Like that comboing the shields back and forth is really strong. But instead of Shield Maiden, you have freezes kind of to make up for it. So I think you'll be able to freeze, shield, Stan the Great, freeze, shield, Stan the Great. It'll be pretty good. So Osimo is definitely the choice. I think Sizzler's the choice this week. DSR, I mean, if you hit a push with DSR this week, you're probably still not going to stop it. You know what I mean? Like, Mintberry Crunch is still going to be in the backline beating shit up. Drow is going to, if they get hit by DSR, they're still going to get shielded. So it's not like you're doing damage to them either way, right? So I like the Sizzler because I just feel like you're gonna have more potential value with the Sizzler, especially the stun. I think the stun's gonna be a big part of what makes Sizzler good, to prevent the enemy from maybe getting off that last Stan the Great or getting off that last Drow Elf or something like that. Stan the Great's the choice. Too much stuff counters pigeons, and pigeons are bad. Poison is the choice. I think Poison will kill this slot mostly. I think Mintberry Crunch barely survives, but that's what some of the other chip will be for. So yeah, Poison's going to be the choice. Level 7 Poison is a big upgrade, so definitely worth the request to try to get that level 7 Poison. Hold on, I got to rub my eyes quick. They're getting dry. Ugh, dry eyes. Santa is... Man, Santa versus Slave. Well, usually for Slave, we think about what can break him. Mintberry Crunch could break it. I mean, Ice Sniper could potentially break it. DSR obviously breaks it. Monkey could break it. Professor Chaos can. The Gizmos definitely can. Freeze plus Kevin could. Labard timed right can. So yeah, that's another reason why Labard's a good choice. Yeah, I think Santa's the choice here. Stand the Great has to be one of the best TVT cards. Dude, I agree. I think Stand the Great might arguably be the best common card in the game. Maybe next to like Scout Ike and like Cows now, maybe. Cows are pretty good. Mackey's probably up there. But as far as commons go, like Stand the Great might be top common. Definitely the best common fighter. Potentially one of the best fighters in the game. Like, I think the only fighter that probably beats him for sure is Sizzler. Som probably beats him overall in general. There's no other fighter that beats him, I don't think. Name one fighter that's better than Stand the Great. Go. Mackey's technically a fighter. Mackey's maybe better. But the thing about, I don't think Mackey's better. I think Stand the Great's better because Stand the Great's fucking global. He could be in the corner impacting the whole field. Mackey has to be kind of by new kid to get value, really. Oh yeah, Friar is very good. Storyteller's an epic. I do like Storyteller though, but yeah, Friar is very good now. I agree. Friar's a good card. Not as good as Stand the Great though, I don't think. Because like I said, global. That one thing is going to get him the edge over the Jimmy because Jimmy's a slight aura around him. Sure, it's very impactful, but, it can be, it's prone to Fireball or Inkin or Satan or something like that. The beauty of the Stand the Great Drow Elf combo is that Drow Elf is in one corner, Stand the Great's in one corner, and Shield Maiden Sizzler's in the middle. Like, it's tough. It's a tough. So yeah, use Santa on the Drow to get double shield, double stand, double freeze from the Awesome-O, double Mintberry Crunch. I mean, just a lot of good value. And if you go the Gizmos, you could get fuck ton of Gizmos. So yeah, I think the Santa is the value. There's too much that Slave can really get beat up by. Drow is the choice. The shield is just too impactful. Taking no damage from New Kid or taking no damage from a Sizzler or from a Blast or from poison. You can even stop the poison damage. That's just too impactful. Ice Sniper's good, but Ice Sniper also dies to Mintberry Crunch, so not great, right? Mintberry Crunch, I think, is the choice this week. Just too much value from that Mintberry Crunch being able to reach back and potentially deal with the Kyle or whatever. So really, I mean, there's a lot of the backline that'll be dealt with like by Labard and Poison and that kind of stuff. So it'll be kind of, you want to wait to play your combo with Drow and stuff like that. You want to wait to play that until they kind of use those cards against something else. Maybe you bait it with some other stuff and you just kind of wait for the right moment to play that stuff. Otherwise, 4 Santa or 5 Slave. I would, in that instance, I don't think the extra level on the Slave would really matter because I don't think anything that breaks the Slave 4 would not break the Slave 5. You know what I mean? There's nothing's going to be protected extra by getting Slave higher leveled. So I would say 4 Santa would probably be better because like a level 4 Santa protected by Drow twice is better than a level 5 Slave that gets, insta-gibbed by Labard. Labard can do it. If Slave just one, like you play Labard, like, and then right when the heal comes, he wipes it, it's usually enough to get rid of it. Also, Professor Chaos Burst can do it. Mintberry Crunch Burst can do it. There's just a lot of stuff that can deal with the Slave. If you lead Awesome-O, and then they lead Awesome-O, and you're fighting mid, and you get your Mintberry Crunch out, and then you get Santa, or maybe you'd want to wait till the Sizzler or something. You don't want to play Santa and Awesome-O out until you know if they have the DSR or not. You don't want to play them at the same time. But yeah, I mean, the value you can get, you could play them one up top, one at the bottom, or one mid, one defending. Like, you can do a lot of different stuff with those 2 tanks, and then they really synergize off each other, being able to stun and then You're going to have shields. You're going to have mitigation from the stand. You're going to have damage from the Mintberry Crunch. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of value floating around. It's going to be a fun week. Mintberry Crunch weeks are always fun. But also they can be tough because a good Mintberry Crunch, if you can't deal with it, it can be game over because it can just feed so much energy through that ability. Killing your drow, killing your ice sniper, killing your mom. All right, let's see here. So we actually will possibly have to change something here because we have, for the first time, the new update, the new forum. So, excuse me. So the old cropping that I have won't work. Yeah, see? Okay. Oh, okay. It seems kind of small. It seems small. Okay, is that good? How's that? Is that big enough? Can you guys read that? Oh, Jesus. Didn't mean to click that. No, go back. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. There's the weekly timetable. It is kind of bad quality, isn't it? She's got 7 total posts. Nice. Oh, but look at this. It shows how many views. That's kind of interesting. We can see how many people are looking at this. 1,893 views. Maybe we should be posting like our Twitch link in our forum more often. We need to start responding and promoting. This should have been done before I started. Yeah. Fuck off. Fuck off. Your dad should have been done before you started fucking your mom that night. You know what I'm talking about. All right, welcome to our new home. Do excuse the moving boxes. When I read that the first time, I thought she meant like there'd be moving boxes like around the screen. I'm like, what are you talking about? Why would the boxes be moving? You get to pick any common rare? That'd be kind of neat. Yeah, you get to pick. That'd be interesting. Or it's like you get like tokens and then you can use the tokens to get whatever. Okay, so Ink and Craig event is still going on today. We'll finish that with Moody later tonight. We're going to be switching the rules of Chaos Mode this week in more ways than one. Not only will all cards, yes, every single one of them cost 4 energy points to play. So even the 2-cost cards. We're also going to be slashing down the re-entry fee. It'll be 50% off to replay for the entire month of April. So if you're a big fan of Chaos, this is going to be... Okay, that's pretty cool. This is something the team wanted to do to try and make up for some of the tech issues of the past. So I hope you take advantage of it. Well, that's nice of them. Maybe we'll play a little challenge mode. We'll also be running a Sheriff Cartman mission event on Wednesday and Thursday. And then City Walk Guy this weekend. That'll be fun. I'd love to get into a City Walk Guy. A City Walk Guy battle with somebody. It's pretty fun. Can I share the link? Yeah, sure. Sure. I think, hold on, let me check. Do I have... Oh, weird. Okay. So these charts are a little different. Oh, they're actually it's a screenshot of an Excel sheet. Interesting. Good to know. So the weekend events is 80. Pretty typical for non-legendary. And yes, Cheesy Poofs are coming back. So Cheesy Poofs are coming... next week. So that's when you'll really want to grind. If you don't know what Cheesy Poofs are and you're new and you haven't had that event yet, Cheesy Poofs are like an overall event that they run for 2 to 3 weeks typically, where each event for that span will have extra rewards, and those rewards will be Cheesy Poofs. And then there's a separate shop for the Cheesy Poofs where you can open it up and you get there's like gold packs, coins, a specific common, legend, rare, epic, and so you can kind of pick what you want. So before they were doing new cards with that, so we'll see if they're releasing a new card or not. Otherwise, they would in the past they just picked, I think it was Grand Wizard Cartman one time, Psalm one time. They just kind of pick random ones that they want to put in there. I know that City Walk Guy was one of the epics one time. Jimbo was one of the rares. I think Kevin was the rare one time. Well, but it's less cash. It's less cash though, right? All right, all right, we'll get into the comments. So you can actually have direct replies, which is nice because then we can kind of follow a thread of people yelling at each other instead of having to like see what people are responding to through quotes and stuff like that. So that's kind of nice. We'll probably log in and get some posts going. No balance change this month. Disappointed that you did not even mention anything about it twice in a row. I think last week they did say like we're gonna maybe get it next week, but Toller at least had the decency to reply to us about what's going on with the changes. You completely left in the dark last week with the forum and no changes update despite promising us both 2 weeks ago. And yet again, what are you talking about? Left you in the dark. People are just so entitled and stupid. She doesn't have any info. Look at that. No update to balance changes yet. And you're sitting here acting as if she's keeping something from you. Greetings. I wanted information about a problem with the previous update along with the Battle Pass. Apparently the silver and gold packs were updated in the store, but the Battle Pass ones were not. That might just be... the icon to show you what the odds are wasn't changed, but it actually is the better odds, probably. Yeah, but on the other one, I could hide who was posting it, so I didn't feel like I was like shaming them as much because the poster was on the left side. But now I can't hide who the morons are now. So, whoa. My guess is they don't want to make the BP too generous on legendary pulls. After all, we're getting 3 guaranteed every month, so I'm fine with them doing that. But wish they would at least change the pack covers so we know they're different. Yeah, that's fair. Well, I mean, they mostly did change them to like those epic and gold ones. Yeah, right, Hillbilly? Your odds are good. This guy responded the same thing twice because he can't figure out the forum. I should be like the forum admin. Be like, please don't double post. Any thoughts, updates on fixing the zombies? Seems to happen mostly with assassins. You kill them, but instead of dying, they freeze with their full health for a second or two, then advance as if never killed them. Well, most likely what actually happened there is you tried to assassin step and you failed and that guy killed you, but the server just wasn't sure what happened. And when it rectified, it's like, oh, this guy's still alive. So that's like that's simultaneously your connection being bad and you being bad. Whoops. It's a reassurance that things are getting started or are starting to get fixed. Little steps. Well, little are still steps nonetheless. Well, that's a nice one. I'll be intrigued to figure out what's next Cheesy Poofs has in store. I agree. I wish like they tell us what's in the store because then we can kind of know and kind of prepare. Toller, is there any reason why the visitors and chaos packs in the battle pass? Oh, I don't care. Everyone's talking about that. Isn't Easter the 17th? Yeah, I think she screwed that up. Can we also get an official date on when this game will shut down? They're never going to know. Dude, these games can stay alive at this state. They could stop supporting it they're not going to shut down the servers, dude. It's free cash for them. People are going to still play. People are going to still watch ads. People are going to still buy the battle passes that they regurgitate. People are going to still open lockers to get rewards. You know, like, people are going to still do it. Like, when you look at some other games that I play, Champion Strike, World War Doe, they are very rarely ever updated. The dev team is non-existent. They don't have updates. There's definitely not a weekly update from a community manager. Like, the Discords are quiet. Nobody cares about the game anymore. But South Park is still rolling. But the game's still going. Those games are still going. They're not down. Like, the servers aren't shut down. Why would you shut them down? Somebody could start playing today and spend $20,000. And also, South Park just has so many fucking people playing it. Like, when I think about Team Wars, and the way the matchmaking works, not a single other game that I play could ever do that. You have 2 days to match up, and I could play at 4 a.m. on the last day and still get matchups and not be bots. They're definitely not bots, and I can still get matchups. Whereas in these other games, any given day, I'm sitting there waiting 2 minutes for a match, or I'm getting matched up with bots because nobody's playing. There's so many people that play South Park. So many. I hate people double posting. Yeah, they're like double posting on replies and shit. I don't get it. This ain't the new forum. It's apparently only temporary while it's being made. What? What? Is that true? That would be right if you don't want to improve the packs for the course. Dude, I'm so weird. Is this like... Is this guy double posting, or is it showing... Oh, I think it shows the reply, but then it still or are these people fucking up? I can't tell. So Easter was mixed up. Yes, having the shop ones would be nice, please. There's not going to be a lot of comments because, you know, not a lot of people probably know where this is right now. So I kind of honestly expected that to be light this week as far as the comments that there were going to be. It's the longest I've ever played any game. I mean, that's definitely true. I think like maybe I could say that I've played League of Legends longer, but I don't like play League. I never played League. I don't play League of Legends ever daily. I mean, I haven't played it for years, but like I'll still download it every once in a while and play it, right? So like but yeah, there's definitely no other game I've been playing as long. The only games I could, like, if I would have still played Destiny 2, I would have been playing that longer. If I would have still played Hearthstone, I would have played Hearthstone longer. If I would have still played League, I would have played League longer. But otherwise, I don't think there's any other game. Minion Masters. I mean, Minion Masters came out like a year after South Park. But I don't really play Minion Masters anymore. But I still pop in and play it every once in a while. But 1,800 views on a brand new forum is on. I mean, honestly, yeah. 20 replies, that's pretty good. Roughly 10% interaction, that's good. 10% interaction is what they say to kind of expect. If you have 100 people watching you, you should expect 10 of them to comment. So, you know, when we have 20 people and 13 of you are talking, that's good. Like, that's good. I'd love it to be all 27 of you motherfuckers talking. You lazy fucks. But yeah, I agree. I feel like this definitely seems better, but you can also watch it. So you can like click watch and you can, oh, you know what? This is my same Ubisoft account. Oh, okay. So I'm still logged in as, I wish I could change my name. Oh wait, maybe I can. Oh yeah, Glanzer Gaming. Sick. Nailed it. 7 years with Ubi. 20 games owned. Nice. I don't have any of these games. Oh, these are... Oh, yeah. These are all on Luna. Amazon Luna. Neat. All right. Anyway, sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. All right. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We had a solid viewership earlier while we were playing South Park, and then a lot of you stuck around for the weekly update, even though we went pretty late tonight. I appreciate you guys all being here. I'm going to get this uploaded onto YouTube for those peons watching not live. And hopefully next week we'll get that Q&A session. We'll start the update earlier, then we'll do Q&A afterwards, and we can just, mess with the Q&A setup thing I have and just get some, questions answered if you guys have any overall questions and stuff like that. But it should be fun either way. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're here live to be part of that. Cheesy Poofs next week, so make sure you're getting all the events done. And we will see you guys later. Have a good one. Go check out somebody else on Twitch. Let's see. Well, let's see if there's someone I can rage it to. I guess Hayes is going. Hayes must have just started. Go hang out with Hayes. We'll see you guys later. Peace out. Have a good one. No problem, Umber. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate every single one of you. And we will be live tomorrow with more South Park Phone Destroyer. And we're going to be playing some Fall Guys with the boys. We're going to have Akuma, probably Jeff, maybe Gaming Fatigue. We're going to jump in and have some fun. So we'll see you guys there. Peace.